You get me?
Yeah.
So sometimes that's what I'm sorry for. But like I said, Cliff Hughes is scared. But if you can pick him up, if you go back and look at that interview, you can see what it's like when a child face them parents and they know they did something,
Yeah.
and you thought that's the vibe I got from Chris, from that toilet seat man.
Yeah, because him would have, I don't know what wrong a while ago, my YouTube just cut right out.
Really?
Yes.
So you're not on?
Me just come back on, but me dep on you,
Yes.
me dep on TikTok.
Okay. Yes. So that's what it is.
That's weird in Fergie. It just cut right out.
There, there,
It's a,
there you go.
you see
There
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about?
There you go.
Just cut
Yeah.
right out. It's like the YouTube
Yes.
just cut right out.
Yes.
The other
So
day,
that's what it
the
is.
other day, then target me TikTok. They report me. And every time when me come on, them set out for the platform. So this is the
Yeah.
type of things that we have to deal with.
Exactly. 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 But we are going to trust in the Lord. That's why sometimes when you can't pray, you just trust in the Lord for Him to His will, because Him know more than me and you do. And me know His will. Yes, Him give me choice to choose. But sometimes when things are going, me just have to say, Lord, take charge. And that's when Him walk in. That's what Jamaica need to do. Lord, take charge.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's do that.
Thank you.
And you're all right. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You have a good night too.
You
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Me said, guys, it just cut right out. Me don't know what go on. But then again, the internet did I get trouble from Evelyn too. So me not even know if I internet too. But in a cut off on TikTok. So me don't know what happened over YouTube. Me just everything go. Boy, me tell you, so we have a fight in everything. Everything is a fight. And they set up them proxy them on the internet for target anybody when I talk where they want them to talk. So that's the problem we are undergo. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if everybody are going to find me back or what. But we just go on. If I don't see cut out again, then I don't know. See now they message me what but the message still a coming. Now they don't know what happened. I come on back. I don't know if it a go cut out back again. They really a target me nowadays. The other day when they say me YouTube, my TikTok pick up so good, then target it, then just target it. As me come on, then report it. As me come on the platform, then report my platform. You know them I tell all them say, me nude. Go tell them say me nude. And then when they restrict it, you can't get a lot of views. And to them I was listening to Dre Bryan and him say the same way them are attacking platform. So the labor right now set up for attack our platform. Because we don't have no right to come over here to come contact our mind, uncle them one and them bro God. Imagine and believe, good night, how you doing? But you know me notice, if I put up a picture, the picture get whole heap of views. So if me can't come live, me gonna put up the picture there. But me now gonna give up. Claudette, good night. Me now gonna give up because I honor. Oh, you say Delana report it. You know, so you could have write too. I tiny good night. You know, me say just cut out. Just like that. And this thing are going so good, we have over 100 and odd people on, you know. It just cut off. Me tell you, say, for sure, no, the dirty level of what we are undergoing in the country here. You know see the level of corruption where we have to undergo. Not even with speech, no free. We target, we trap, them follow we, report with something of them, report with station, with platform. We can't live in a peace. We can't come on platform in a peace. We can't drive on the road in a peace because the road is full of old pothole. The hospital them is a mess. Everything is a mess. speech on the attack, girl. But I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it. God and time, man. God and time. God and time. God and time. And time master everything. Honor with no corrupt ways. Coming to attack people for no corrupt government. That's why I want Donald Trump deal with him. You think me I pray for Donald Trump not deal with him? Donald Trump for deal with him. Since we can't deal with him, Uncle Donald. I bet you're not going to stop Donald Trump one. Bet you're not going to panic go report him. How much you not bet? I bet you're not going to try it with Donald Trump. But we are not trying for down. No, no man, I didn't God. The ways and that they want some pepper spray. No. Them want come out here and come cuss off Mark Golden. Right? Cuss off Mark Golden. Something they say about the man. And you don't want nobody to say nothing about the bro guy. Yeah? You is a mess. That when me hear Dre Bryan was talking about today, me just a tell him, so me hear when Dre talk, how them are attacking platforms. So on the seed for themselves. And them plan, what them plan for do. Them mind bad. Me say, me put out one picture on TikTok. And you get a whole heap of view. And I said, then crowded, then company, then chat, then cuss, then say all kind of stuff. And I said, what go on? So none of us believe so we pick up, say, oh no, I really target we know. And none of believe so we know, so this is the level on no gone. Because this is what the government telling us to do. Where's the Eastern PMP girl and look sweet? Just end like that, Brenda. Just like that. A target people platform. What am I telling you? When you forgot target on a prime minister when you can't certify. On a shame, on a feel say look bad pan Jamaica. In a feel say look bad pan the country. Can you see in the morning, the difference doing now? Morning time when I had the Bible teaching, then they can't trouble me, you know. Then they trouble me. Then they trouble it. Then they trouble it. So then the Portland Spice. You ever tell us that them pay for come attack we? Them pay them for come on social media for come attack we. And they've been doing it for a while, but it is more evident now. So all of them are attack. I'm sick or tired of them. Then they're not going to stop with it. If I even one word we can come and come talk before on a fast with it. God is good. If a one word we are going to come and come talk it, and we will restart it and restart it and restart it. Because we not give up the fight. You know, my name is Sister Fergie did send me,
Good night, Miss Jen.
Fergie did send me, good night. God is good. Mr. Man, them
What
people are
going?
a
What
target,
going tonight?
me man.
Really?
Yeah, cut off over my YouTube platform. By the time me come
Mm.
on TikTok, me see me I get restriction and all them something there. And every time them I do it.
I thought I don't want people to talk. That's why. That's what they do. They might work hard overtime.
Yeah, then pick up it back naughty. Then pick up it back. Then pick up it
Yeah,
back.
they're working overtime.
If them a work overtime, them have sleepless night. Cause them a get paid, you know. Them a
They might
get
get paid.
paid.
Yes, they might get paid. Them W2 then I get paid.
Hmm?
Hey,
Fergie, good
they
night.
might do nothing unless they might get paid, Miss Jen.
Good night, Auntie Jen. Good night. God is good. Good night, everyone.
Good
I
night.
My
was
friend.
good night. I wasn't even gonna come on. I love my YouTube and my little chat room. That's my spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got a little annoyed. I was annoyed because we're in the chat room, listening to you, Auntie Jen, and the caller, and then literally it went blank, and I'm like, whoa, did something happen to my internet? No, my internet is fine. And then when I came on TikTok, you're on TikTok. I'm like, okay, something is off.
Yeah, they targeting
Right.
our platforms.
But the thing is, when you tell these people the truth, they get very upset. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're on the spectrum that they can't connect the dots. So that could be, so they get upset. I'm just saying. Because this Delano guy, which I haven't seen him in a good while. It's a good while I haven't seen him on the chat in YouTube.
Yeah.
Making nonsense. I responded to him because he's talking about socialist PMP.
Yeah.
And I posed the question, where in the PMP's manifesto was a socialist? And just FYI, in the US, they have been selecting candidates who are socialists, progressives. They're beating everyone across the board in every state. They're winning. So what are you talking about? And I think it was like that last point, then that's when it actually cut out.
Yeah.
So Nardi, I think Nardi is right. He probably reported it for it to be cut out. This is ridiculous. You come up with lies, you come up with these statements, be able to back up your statements. And if you cannot connect the dots, people are going to call you out. That's how life works. We don't work in a vacuum. And I'm sorry, Delano, I don't know, or these people, I don't know your financial wherewithal, but I doubt you are a Bill Gates. I doubt you're Elon Musk, where you can afford to work in a vacuum.
Him live in England, you know.
Auntie John, like I told you, I've been to England. Listen, they're just like everywhere else. They're very classist. I am sure he does not live in certain areas in London. I'm sure he does not live in Knightsbridge, Belgravia, Kensington. Those are the wealthy areas of London. He may, I don't know, live in Brixton.
He not live in none of them there.
Right. He probably may live in Brixton, which is the so-called ghetto of London. That's where the Jamaicans, all the immigrants, that's where they all live, in Brixton. They all shove them over there.
I feel.
So yeah, they could pretend they're like, oh, I live in England. I'm like, I've been to England several times. There's nothing really to talk about, to be honest with you. I from America am not running to England. Like I am not
Yeah, man,
running.
he live in
Like
he live there for true. He live in England for true.
you're right, but it's like you're not having Americans running to England. We're not running to England. I'm sorry, we're just not. And you're not that. There's no way you can tell me, Delano, coming from Jamaica as an immigrant to make that amount of money to live in Belgravia or Knightsbridge. I'm telling you, they don't live there.
I hope you might hear and come on. Come on back, come defend yourself, Delana. Come tell her where you live. Every night you come, every time you take up for labor right. You look like in a mini country no good.
I think Hazine is Vion. Vion, I know not all section of Brixton is ghetto, but in the English mindset, I'm talking from their mindset, those same people in England, the folks that lives in Belgravia, Knightsbridge, Kensington, Sloane Square, they think Brixton is ghetto, all sections. I know for a fact it's not because I've been there, and it's not. This is the racial component because it's mainly white people who live in those areas. Brixton is the non-white people. And everything that's non-white, this is how America thinks because America got it from the British. Anything that's non-white, it's all ghetto to them. Even if it's the most beautiful homes. There are areas in Washington, D.C., Auntie Jen, they're amazing, they're gorgeous, and it's all African Americans from generations who the houses passed down to, the most beautiful homes. And if you listen to these white people there, oh, it's ghetto over there. It's not ghetto. These people are doctors, lawyers. They've been there for decades. Everyone is a professional, but that's the mindset. If you are not white and you're all together in an area, it is deemed ghetto. That's how the banks do it in the U.S. And I'm sure the banks in England did the same thing too. They call it red herring.
Vienna, how much place, how much name you have? You're Jamaican, you're American, you're British, you're all kind of something. I think Mr. Jim put on something right there. Mr. William said a while ago. Sir Bruce Golden confirming his speech that Jamaican is accepting 1,000 TNC. TC.
Yeah, 10,000, yeah.
Then Audrey Marks then come out and say, and I saw a skilled workers.
Auntie Jen,
And
everyone is telling
and where the Minister of Security say?
Horace Chang, Dr. Chang.
He said 25 every 2 weeks.
Auntie Jen, this is my point. Everyone is coming out and saying a different thing about the TCM. I think what Bruce Golden said today was right on point. He probably knows the truth. He knows, because Bruce Golden, although he's a jail...
man. You know it. Remember say one and daughter still in the Senate, you know?
Okay. And the thing is with Bruce, although he's JLP, I rate him, right? Because he's a Jamaican. And he didn't really believe in what Siaga was about.
No,
like he didn't believe.
No. He didn't believe in what Siaga is about. That's the truth.
Right? And I listened to
You're
him,
right, Jim.
didn't realize that him and Dr. Paul Robertson were really close, tight friends. They started JC together in sixth form, together same time, same day, same everything. So they were really close friends, and they're on two political sides of the spectrum. But for that man, he speaks the truth in his way. And if you notice in the speech, he did say that the CIA did come down and did interfere.
Yeah, him said that. And him said it with the port.
Okay.
Yeah, he made that clear. Hey, some things are going on. Well, they say them try to come out about PMP, Vice Note, PMP did. For sure, you know, they come out with another one. Get the man come say, oh, a PMP did make them take away Darrell for his visa. Don't me say, so if you don't get something about somebody, you don't investigate it. So who make them take away for Philip Powell and James Robertson?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. The PMP does not know. Okay, so on that theory, if you stick on that theory, who is going to tell the U.S. to take away visas from people in Jamaica? Because basically what Nationwide said today, you're basically weak. You're weak.
Yeah.
You need to fall in line with the U.S. or you need to do something. Okay? So who in the U.S., which government can tell the United States of America to take away their visas? Who?
So the PNP, and then that wouldn't be a fair statement because the PNP is an organization. You should have called name.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Auntie Jan. Thank you. Thank you.
But anytime you see them come out with it, remember last week we said we are going to listen what them come out with this week for distraction. So now one is distraction. But you're not going to bear no much weight.
They'll probably say something about Bruce Golding. Oh, he's not a member of the government. We know he's not a member of the government.
cuss him out. Me say them a cuss him out. When him not going yard, go sit down. And I tell you want Andrew Holness to look bad. And that's why he live right. Them a cuss him out like crazy.
Listen, we don't need to give any credence to former Ambassador Daniel Tapia. He was closely associated with guys like Cliff Hughes and Darrell Vaz. My understanding is that Tapia would have attended Cliff Hughes' annual party.
And I mean, right? Got Portland and Darrell Vaz party too.
Oh yeah, well, Darrell Vaz is a mega billionaire, you know. And he has no viable business except politics. Right?
Yeah.
So, the reason Donald Tapia is coming out now is because Trump does not want him again to be ambassador.
Oh.
So he is upset, right? He wants to come to Jamaica and continues to be a part of the boys club. And the nominated Carrie Lake is not a part of that. She will not be. She will be about trying to make that divide between Jamaica and China and galvanize support around the USA.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right?
Remember, you know,
that the USA has no corrupt money to give away. But the Chinese only ask one question: how much? So these politicians, they have enriched themselves from close business ties with the Chinese. They will not get that kind of wealth from US. US will invest in the people or business, trade, or some form of infrastructure without any form of corruption.
Yeah.
But with the Chinese, they will ask the Chinese for agent fees, and the Chinese will provide them with a whole lot of money. If they want it in cash, property, or whatever, it's easy to deal with the Chinese like that. But you know what is frightening? In China, they are not allowed to do those corrupt practices, you know. So why they do it in Jamaica like that?
Good point. Good point. Jamaica.
Yes, because
Jamaica is a corruption country, man, so they can't get in a corruption.
So let me tell you something. I would love for Carrie Lake to come to Jamaica. Yes, she's a rough personality. But with the kind of political regime that is in power right now, you need a Carrie Lake to be here. Right? So, Donald Tapia, the people of Jamaica are not really listening to your concerns right now because your concerns are selfish and corrupt. He knows where he used to go on yacht and parties and live the lavish lifestyle while he was in Jamaica because a Darrell Vaz could easily.
Thank you.
A Darrell Vaz could easily.
Thanks for the rose.
Provide Donald Tapia with that kind of lifestyle in Jamaica.
Oh. You never said so.
Yes, so
fire.
They have an exclusive club and they would have brought Donald Tapia into that club, into that atmosphere to enjoy the best life that exists in Jamaica, right? That the average citizen could never ever dream of. So that's the circle they placed Donald Tapia in when he was there as ambassador. The guy personally lobbied to the Foreign Relations Senate Committee, you know, to restore Darrell Vaz's visa, you know. In fact, he acted as a lobbyist for Darrell Vaz.
Flea fornication, I say, is it tapia or tilapia? A tapia, man. A tapia and a tilapia. Tilapia fish.
Well, well, let me tell you something. He's being sarcastic, okay? He knows what he's saying or suggesting.
But why would he just come out and just specifically talk about Darrell Vaz and don't talk about Philip Palwell, James Roberts, all the others that their visa were revoked?
But the PNP has no power to trigger any revocation of US visas.
Even if they're going to go tell them.
That's strictly a US matter. That is a State Department matter.
Right.
Yes.
That's right, Jim.
Yeah.
Right? So this guy is trying to paint the PNP in a bad light, and the PNP should come out and expose him. Expose him. Let the people know that he had a fallout with Trump, and Trump does not need him anymore in his circle.
Oh, man, Trump fallout.
Yes. You know, the guy said on Cliff Hughes' show that Kari Lake is a Trump in wearing heels.
Yeah, me hearing he said that.
Right? And he spoke about her numerous failures in her endeavors.
Yeah, him say that to me here.
But Donald Tapia has no qualifications. He was just sent there because he was probably helped to finance. You know, he would have made contribution to the Republican Party at the time in support of Trump, you know, because he has some amount of monies too, you know. But in order to live the good life in Jamaica, he chose to associate himself with a Darrell Vaz, because Darrell Vaz has it all. Right? And Darrell Vaz has never run a successful business. His only lucrative business is politics.
So not a business.
He used to be in some car dealership that didn't go well. In fact, his supplier was not paid at the end of the transaction.
Oh my gosh.
And you'll be talking about millions of dollars. And the Japanese, they just wrote it off as bad debt.
Really?
You see, you have to understand the kind of person, you know. Why you think the man is involved in so many scandals, and look at the amount of monies that are included in those scandals, and he's still here as a high-powered minister with a mega ministry, co-chair
Thanks for Gold
of
Coin.
Hurricane Melissa Recovery Fund. Right? This guy sits right beside Andrew Holness as the most powerful cabinet minister. He is also treasurer of the Jamaica Labour Party. Right?
Yeah.
And every year, this man is characterized by scandals that involve a whole lot of monies.
Whoa.
So let them send Kari Lake, because let me tell you what I want to happen. I want these politicians to be exposed, because when Kari Lake squeezes Chinese interests in Jamaica, and Andrew Holness and his regime cannot speak in support of the US, then, and they can't speak in support of the Chinese, then the Chinese will say, listen, I'm going to take you down now with all the billions I have given to you.
Yeah, if Palwell would address it, then they call him names, so that's why maybe he wouldn't need for go say nothing.
So when Kari Lake is here, a lot of exposure will go on. I hope she comes. The mere fact that a guy like Cliff Hughes and Darrell Vaz are opposing the arrival of Kari Lake, it means that it's a good sign.
Yeah, them are opposed. That's why all of this have come out.
But they can't stop it, because it's not up to the Jamaican government or the Jamaican people for the selection of the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica. It is up to the U.S. Senate.
Have you ever heard a predecessor speaks of is incumbent like that?
Yo, man, never incumbent yet. In waiting. He really talk bad about her. Because if I find a clip, for those who may not know what we are talking about, let me find a clip and
She will more than likely get it. So I'm assuming she will get that post because the Senate is controlled by the Republicans. And it's only when you're confirmed by the Senate, they don't even need to go to the lower house, the Congress. So she will get it, hands down. She's going to be the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica. Unless something crazy comes out about her, that even the Republicans in Senate say, no, we can't deal with this.
so it look like they want to start or something here now. Me now join them. Hey, me not join them. Me not join them. Them want go fight the war.
If you listen to the statements by Carrie Lake, you know, she said her main mandate is to crush the dominance of the Chinese community in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
She said that.
And the JLP regime doesn't want to hear that at all. That's the last thing they want to hear. Because I can tell you, the day that the Prime Minister and others intertwine themselves with the Chinese community, that's the day their lives change forever. Ask anybody who has done business with Chinese in Jamaica. I'm telling you, they only ask one question: how much? And what happens is that you have to be in certain position of power. They give you unlimited amount of money for access, dominance, and profit.
Me just find something on last, you know, no one play the clip. No, me last say something.
But
Go ahead,
Bruce
man.
Golding is speaking 100% truth. You think Bruce Golding would go to Philadelphia in America to tell lies on America?
No.
On American soil?
No.
But he's not even known to lie, though, when you think about it. Bruce I always found him to be honest, maybe too honest. Maybe that was his problem.
Yes, but he has the Tivoli incursion against his name. You know, over 100 odd people were killed and that are unalive, and that's
Yes,
very
you're right.
bad.
Yeah, you're right.
And it was solely caused by him because
Yeah.
he held up the extradition request for 9 months. And he would have caused Harold Brady to retain the services of Manat, Phelps, and Phillips on behalf of the same subject
Yeah.
who was being sought.
All right, so let me
So
find it.
why put hundreds of people through that and the country
It looks
for
so
one
Natalie.
person? And then try to make a U-turn to say, I am going to show you, US, that I am tough on crime and I wasn't really supporting that person. And what's the consequence? 100 odd people were unalive.
Let me play the clip, make everybody hear what we're actually talking about.
What does that mean for Jamaica?
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm concerned that the relationship between the U.S. and Jamaica could be damaged.
Thank you for the
The
art.
president, and this is something for another conversation, but when the president leverages all of the things against other countries, and you know, you haven't even touched on China, but when you look at all the tariffs that he has leveraged against some of our good allies, Germany. Take a look at Germany. Take a look at Canada. Take a look at Mexico. They are key allies to the United States. These are key. So I have had, and I speak personally, and I don't know how other Americans feel, but I feel that that when you turn your back on your friends, what type of person are you, and how strong are you going to build your administration? And there's problems in his administrations already.
So a Carrie Lake in Jamaica is going to damage further our relationship with the U.S. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that that Carrie Lake is. It's more like where do we send her? She's already lost 2 elections. She's already been pulled back from Voice of America. She's already been pulled back from there. Now she's in the nomination to be an ambassador, a person that speaks for the United States to Jamaica. I'll let the people of Jamaica, I'll let the people that hear this interview form their own opinion of that. I know what my opinion is.
Yes. Ambassador Donald.
And I think I voiced it, I think I voiced it very strongly.
Very strongly. Very strongly. Frankly, in a stunning manner.
All right, so then
No, you see, those folks, you can't believe them, right? Because he's a Republican. Anti-Jan. So in the U.S., the Republicans would be more like the lab rats, okay? They talk on 2 sides of their mouths, always. They never talk on, they never tell you the truth. They talk on 2 sides. So he's upset because him and Orange Man they fell out. And Orange Man put up Carrie Lakes. So Carrie Lakes being an ambassador is not going to mess up the relations between Jamaica and the U.S. But what that may do, I don't know if it will mess up Jamaica and relations with other countries. As Jim's saying, with China. China is going to be your big one.
yeah.
But the man is very, very bitter with Trump. He opposes his foreign policy 100%.
But he supported him, Jim. That's the point. Here in the U.S., that's how they operate. They operate like the lab rats. I support you to try and get power. Wait, I didn't win. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, now I need to go against you. Because that's the movement.
Fergie, I don't see any support this term. Probably his previous term, but not this term.
Right.
This is a man as far from Trump as he is from the West.
Right, but before he was a supporter. I remember
Yes.
Tapia. He was a big supporter. So they're going with the wave. As I said before with this Delano, the U.S. is moving in a different direction because they have elected already people who are very progressive. Like they're like all the way left, right? They're selecting in the Democratic Party very progressive candidates. If you are middle of the ground, they don't even want to talk to you. They don't even, they're just beating you. Our mayor, I live in New York City. Our mayor is very progressive.
Yes.
I mean, he's not been there a year, and he has accomplished, I would say, 60% of what he stated. 60% of what he stated, he has accomplished in less than 1 year of being a mayor of New York City.
Mandan is definitely protecting the rights and the interests of New Yorkers. I am happy that they didn't select Kuma, because Kuma would have been a Trump puppet.
Como is of the establishment. He's the established class, right? They're the stalwarts.
Michelle Charles, you can come up in our box, man. We can have a conversation. So you have to just come on and
bring her up.
Come on, man. Click and make me put you up
Bring
in
her
the
up
box.
in the box.
Come up in the box, man, and come tell me your story, because me hear one different story. She just click on and come on, but me see her head.
I am not in agreement with Trump's foreign policy, But somebody strong has to come to Jamaica to either cause some of these men to be extradited or some of their wealth confiscated, but it cannot continue as usual out here.
I think you may get that from Carrie Lakes because she is not one that is, how can I put it lightly? She's not one for the causes of people who are not of her racial background.
She got
So, in other words, Donald Tapia would have lobbied the US to restore Darrell Vaz's visa, but a Carrie Lake,
May
when
not.
she would have done her research, that visa will be revoked again.
That may happen.
It look
So
like
Carrie Lakes, Jim, to be honest, I don't want to sound so bad, but her perception here is that, say for example, if Jamaica had selected Mark Golding, who's ethnically a white man, she probably would be closely more aligned with him because of his ethnicity versus others who is not of her ethnic background.
I heard about that kind of preference. I don't want to use the R word.
Right, I don't want to use it. That's why
I also hear that she's a bitter character. But
Yep.
and I don't necessarily agree with her tenure in public life, but let me tell you something. She is necessary for the circumstances that exist in Jamaica right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good thing for people in government there. And she will be confirmed. She will be confirmed.
Yes, Fergie, she's going to hold them accountable.
so somebody asked, and I should rough one if Mark Golding may be number one panel. Well, if him do something wrong and he's to be held accountable, if he held accountable.
Yeah, no,
Here,
not with a
Mark
Carrie Lakes.
Golding.
No, because
Mark
No.
Golding.
Well, I know, but just answer them in the context with me. Me no
But
want,
it's not
we don't want to have nobody in our party with corruption. So if you believe that they have some for Mark Golding and they come here and they find it, fine.
Right.
But what them not for go search for Andrew Holness own. Just remember that.
Let me answer him now, Auntie Jen.
Alright, answer him for
Mark
me.
Golding has been a successful lawyer. He was part owner or majority shareholder in Deering, Bunting and Golding, and they sold that to Scotiabank, a reputable international bank, for $9 billion. So Mark Golding can show the source of his wealth.
Definitely.
Our Prime Minister currently has never had a successful job, never had a successful career, came into politics broke,
Well
and
done.
is now a mega billionaire.
Yes, good answer. Good answer.
Also, Mark Golding's statutory declarations have been certified. The Prime Minister hasn't.
She come back and ask Louis question.
Make them time
Go
tonight.
on
Make
to
them
Prime
time.
Minister. Go on to encourage the Prime Minister to go and do the right thing. That's what he should do. Come here and talk about Mark Golding.
You see how them stay? You see how them stay? You see how them labor writer think? They have a prime minister and a leader of them party. 5 years ago and can't certify. And you come and never can talk about Mark Golding.
Exactly.
Eh?
About Mark Golding. Talk about your Prime Minister we can't certify. I will never certify.
Somebody said, Claudette said Jamaica don't have no prime minister. And Donald Trump around the country, yo.
That's true for me.
Right now, as we speak, there is a revenue shortfall of $28 billion.
At 28 or
Right?
29.
The government would have known that the economy wasn't in a good condition when it gave itself 300% increase, the
Yeah.
Prime Minister and others.
Yes.
That for sure.
Right? And that exploded the wage bill.
yeah.
And at the same time, the government not producing. So that would have been a catastrophe for failure. But the Prime Minister knew. But guess what? he was trying to justify his large volumes of money.
Hold on there.
But this guy is crazy.
Let me ask you a question, Jim. What was the name of Andrew Holness taxi company that he may have?
I love it, Jim. You're just telling it all. Wow.
If you realize, all the entities that Andrew Holness said he owned, none of them carried any paper trail. So
you run a business without paper trail. Great.
Right. So in other words, he just juggle along while he accumulates his wealth. He's a juggler.
He's a juggler.
So I want to ask the lab rat. So you think that's a good business,
a ghost taxi,
right, to run? That you have no paper trail, no nothing, and you're running a business collecting monies. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I'm just going to put it in context. I work for a bank, and if you were to do that, we wouldn't take any of your accounts at all. Like, you couldn't open an account with us, period. Because there's no evidence of source of monies. We would be like, good luck. Go put it on a mattress. Go find some other bank, but not this bank. Any bank that's reputable, I will preface that.
Mm-hmm.
But Fergie, under the Proceeds of Crimes Act in Jamaica, the law enforcement is empowered to confiscate Andrew Holness's assets and cash once you cannot give a true account of your wealth.
Right.
It is being used against ordinary Jamaicans on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. But why they don't want to do it, Jim?
Because under the Proceeds of Crimes Act, it would shift the burden of proof onto the accused person. In other words, you who possess the wealth have to prove the source of your wealth.
Mm-hmm. So wait.
And the Prime Minister is saying that I don't have to tell you the source of my wealth. That's basically what he said in his filing.
That's what I'm
against the Integrity Commission.
That's what I said. But back to the taxi store, 1 minute.
But isn't that shameful, Antigen, to have the Prime Minister of a country who is defying the institutions that hold government accountable and operatives?
It is.
An institution that should protect public funds. The Prime Minister is openly defying them and filing frivolous and vexatious lawsuits against them.
Well, yeah, it's shameful. But let me ask the Labour right then one thing. All the Labour right were up on the platform. Type in the comment, what was the name of Andrew Holness taxi company? Don't say anything anybody. Let me give them 1 minute for answer. Type in the name of your leader and the Prime Minister of Jamaica. What was the name of his taxi company?
MTJ, you sure they could spell it correctly? Come on, you may be asking too much.
No, Fergie. Even if they start write it and write it correct, we understand what them are right. Anyone of your Labour right want to write the name of Andrew Holness taxi company that he start out with 2 taxi. And if you're over YouTube, you can answer it too. Everybody laugh. Oh, I'm not going to laugh. Everybody laugh.
MTJ, that's what I'm saying. They may not know how to spell it. You got to know how to spell. Even if you get a letter or two incorrect.
What is the name of the taxi, Fergie?
Don't ask me because I don't pay attention to that man. I'm very sorry.
All right.
I
think they say, nah, they put the same name, Sunshine. Hold on. I say, nah, they didn't say name. Duppy taxi. Duppy taxi.
I didn't pay attention to anything that's dealing with that man. I don't look. No. I'm just like, whatever.
So, this lady you have on your screen, Auntie Jen, what's her name? Is she Michelle Charles?
Yeah, she's Michelle Charles, the one who came out the other day and said that she have everything in place to do the fish pan. Now we hear some Napa put a stop on it.
They put a cease and desist on her.
Yeah, cease and
desist. She can't do anything.
She has a bad history,
Very.
Her dentistry license was suspended in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
She was sent to do basic remedial studies in dentistry. She has had many infractions. So
Yikes.
she is that kind of person like the Prime Minister. She breaks laws.
She always a break the law. Oh, Rude say it's something Sunshine Mobile Company. No, that I must say the car wash man. We are talking about the taxi. We are
Auntie
talking
Jen, did you ever take a taxi? Because I know you live in that parish. Did you ever take a taxi from from any of its companies? Or one of its two taxis?
no. Only if you have one name, then maybe no. Or maybe they run them just like how the ordinary taxi man they run them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe that taxi service named SSL.
Not before SSL, man. He have a taxi before SSL. The taxi in father they come out and say when Andrew come down a country, come look for him, Andrew tell him say I never two taxi, Andrew say a 30 taxi and some more they dep on the wharf.
So, okay, so he probably had more.
Not never go so, no lie my tell.
All I can tell you is that Jamaica is paying dearly
Oh, somebody else
for
we need
having this man as Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm. He miss a hazard.
He would have plunged the country in extreme poverty.
But that's what happening now.
I'm telling you,
You're right.
It's going to be tragic with the parents trying to send back their children to school now because these people are stranded.
No,
How
what
are you going to pay for education when you can't afford basic food?
And you see what gets me, right? And this is what bugs me.
Miguel Montgomery said the best prime minister. Don't block him. Don't block him. Nobody no block
Don't
him.
block him. But what gets me is
I want
that
him to explain what is best.
you have Mark Golding, right? Corporate attorney, a businessman, formed an investment bank. And again, investment banks, their job is to find capital, for their clients. Basically to get monies or make monies for their clients who they deal with. So you have Mark Golding and you have Peter Bunting as well.
Yeah.
So you have these two guys who ran a very successful investment, the first and only investment bank in that country decades ago.
Yeah,
there was no other investment bank in the country at the time.
And it was
They started that,
and that was
ran it successfully,
that was legal.
made monies for institutions, not just private companies, but also for governments. Right?
1 minute further, Roxy say a robot taxi. So me agree with you, Roxy. A robot
probably was.
A robot man in a run for real,
Right. Right.
Them taxi then I register robot the man did a run. You're right, Roxy. You hit the head pan the nail. Or the nail pan the head. Sorry, Fergie, go ahead.
No, and then I was just gonna say, so you have Bunting and Golding and Daring sold the bank. They made billions in Jamaican dollars. Billions, right? Then they went back again and started Proven Wealth.
Yeah, Proven.
And I'm sure you guys are aware of Proven Wealth.
Yeah, man, I know about
right?
Proven. Yeah.
And that's successful, right? So you have these guys with expertise as to how to get capital to make growth.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the other side. What is their experience? No one on the JLP side has any experience as what the opposition has. No one. No one. Who has a business over there that they could make billions of Jamaican dollars? Who? No one. There's not one person over there without being in politics. They did this without being in politics. Name me. Lab rats, name me someone under Labour government, Labour MPs, who in that party has the experience of making monies without being in politics, like Mark Golding and Peter Bunting. Who? I would like to know. You don't have Siaga. He was the only one, but that's for another story, because he borrowed monies.
And we need to point out also that not one depositor investor said he or she lost money in Deering, Bunting, and Golding. But we can't say the same for SSL.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Which was a washing machine for the top of the Jamaica Labour Party.
True.
Right. And has anyone lost money in Proven Wealth? If you have an account with Proven Wealth, has Proven Wealth come up in any inquiries?
No.
Okay.
And Proven is an established bank.
Hey,
There's a branch of it in Cayman Island, you know.
yes, because they're regional. They're
Yeah.
regional. They're not just Jamaica.
No.
They're regional.
Yeah.
So you see the mindset, right, of a Mark Golding and Bunting and those guys. Like, okay, we're not just gonna make it here in Jamaica. We're gonna make this regional.
And maritime too.
And they also look at proven properties, because that's part of Proven Wealth. Okay, the builder of those homes is Matalan Home. It's Matalan Bill Home. And Auntie Jan, I will not buy any house unless it's a Matalan house, because those houses stand up through the test of time.
True.
Look at Harborview. Look at Portmore.
Hold on. Sorry. Oh.
You see, Pernell Charles sent his daughter out there for a reason, you know. They have 1,235 acres of land
Yes.
to protect because it was obtained under dubious circumstances.
It need to be checked out.
And
Yeah,
yet,
how did they get that much land? I don't understand that part of it.
they said they bought it from what is it? The sugar what's the name of the sugar company? The sugar company? It has a name.
SJ something like that, I forget.
Right. But that my understanding is that a lot of fraud could be unheard from that transaction or claim transaction.
A fraud don't get them by.
1,235 acres of land. And majority of that land is beachfront property.
Thank you, Nadi. SCJ.
And you notice that the government's development is in line with the Charles's empire in St. Thomas.
That's why they see them a Russia go up there.
You realize they are trying to demolish the people's houses now in Stokesall and West Albion.
Yes.
People would have saved their monies over many years and construct their houses, and the government is outside here with equipment to tear them down.
You start tear them down.
And all that is happening is that more wealth is being transferred from the poor to the rich. They want to put the Chinese out there.
Oh.
The same thing they did with Miami Bay. And you have very prominent people in Miami Bay now. It's beachfront property down there, you know. SSL boss has a property down there that is only movie stars and big wealthy businessmen can go there. $40,000 per week.
Yeah. But Mommy Bay has always, even when I was a kid there in the 70s, Mommy Bay has always been exclusive for those folks.
The same, they call it Millionaires Row.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. It's
Tankwell boss has a place down there. And the hierarchy of the JLP have places down there too. The same minister whose name is being constantly called in numerous corrupt and criminal activities. He has a luxurious place down there also, not only Blue Lagoon. And he has places all over Jamaica, not only residential, he has commercial complexes too. He has private jet, he has yacht. How does a person possess so much out of Jamaican politics and our people are left in abject poverty?
Same have private jet too?
Oh yes.
So Andrew have private jet too?
I don't know, but I know about the other person.
Okay. So what going on?
And isn't it weird? You have a Mark Golding and a Peter Bunting who they're billionaires. Let's face facts. They're not even millionaires.
And them
right?
not have no private jet.
Okay. If you see the difference.
If you look at the statutory declarations of Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, they sold Deering Bunting and Golding for $9 billion to Scotiabank. Right? And the Prime Minister has passed their wealth now.
Winston, get you, yeah.
The Prime Minister surpassed those men wealth now, you know.
Oh, he surpassed Mark Golding.
Oh, yes. He passed them both combined.
I don't think he did though, Jim. I think that's the issue. That's why, because when they sold it back in those days, you have to look at the exchange rate of US to Jamaican dollars. It's not like it is today. So I think he's trying his best to catch up to that.
You think so?
No, man.
Yeah, because those guys are smart. They're going to read that.
I believe
Him being in power for 10 years?
He passed them.
Do you understand the magnitude of monies that went through SSL? NHT alone pumped $238 million in SSL. You have the banana catastrophe fund. You have NIF. You have NHF and another company, state company. Who you think those monies would go back to?
Yeah.
Because it was deliberately done, you know.
Deliberately. That's why Nigel run away, you know. He knows everything would have leak out one day and he knows something not go wrong.
When you have the Chinese with supreme dominance in Jamaica, do you understand the monies that politicians would have collected to give the Chinese dominance? With infrastructure, ports, right? Real estate development, massive land grab. You know that the Chinese has a stake in the urban center in St. Thomas?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know that the municipal corporation or parish council in St. Thomas is asked to pay $10.5 million in monthly rental. Now St. Thomas is one of the poorest parishes with St. Mary. Where those parishes, where will St. Thomas get revenues to pay $10.5 million per month?
But they have to do it though, Jim, because I don't think people realize. So while the Moran Bay Transport Center, they have this equity company that they created that owns it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't realize, the debt holder of that is NCB. So NCB has to get their monies before the equity holder get their money. So people don't realize that part. The debt holder who holds the bonds, the debt that you actually borrowed on, they have to be paid first. The equity holders do not need to be paid first. So if anything goes down, NCB has to, and they are 100% the debt holder of that Moran Bay Transport Center. A lot of people don't
Trans-
realize that. They're
Which
looking
one?
at the
Transport
equity
center
holder.
or urban center?
The urban center, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
you see,
Hold on, 1 minute. Extreme Beauty say the taxi driver. Are you did a drive a taxi? Come up in the box, Extreme. Explain it to it. Come here. Come in at the box. Come in at the box, Extreme Beauty. We want to hear the story. Come here.
So, you know that the original owner of that property where the urban center is built is Factories Corporation of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's where a lot of corruption is going on, right? The chairman of FCJ previously owned Mitchell's Auto Supplies. He was bankrupt and owed millions of dollars in taxes.
okay.
And Andrew Holness placed that man as chairman of Factories Corporation of Jamaica. The same place where the Integrity Commission said that Xavier Main, JLP Member of Parliament, charged close to $100 million for legal services. And Harold Brady did the same thing with the FCJ, said he charged for consultation fees. So there is a history with FCJ, and I can tell you, the person who is there now, we need to do a background check on this man. Because I realize that the residents in the surrounding areas are saying that the people of the urban center do not care about their interests. They would have caused water to be running out from off their property and to private homes, and these people are inundated with water.
Whoa.
Wow.
Really?
But that's
Jim,
the kind of chairman who is there. Just do a background check on Littleton, Tanny Shirley. Everything will come up. This man has even settled lawsuit for sexual harassment at his place.
oh boy.
Multiple lawsuits were filed against him, and he settled some.
Wow.
Now, Jim,
But they
I
don't
just want
care.
I just want to say, you see how we're talking about this, right? And the lab rats will not think through critically. So I don't know about you, but if I have to deal with someone in business, and if I knew you were going bankrupt, that meant your business wasn't good, or you didn't have a good business plan. You didn't have a good anything. That means whatever you were
Yeah,
planning
yeah.
is a pure
Yes.
crap.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to entrust in you to do this business deal. You shouldn't be part of this business deal.
And,
Now you
and
see the
also
corruption.
his wife's business, Sherloom Chemicals, also went bankrupt.
Okay, you see,
And they
come
were
on,
divorced. And they were divorced.
come on, yeah, come on. This is now a banana republic. Like, I know Jamaicans don't want to think it's a banana republic. It is a banana republic. Because
Yes,
no
yes.
one in their good sense is going to take up their monies. Auntie Jen, you tell me, you hear that these people are bankrupt. They have businesses that they could never get off the ground, or if they did, it was bankrupt because they don't have good business plans. They come to you and ask you for money. Would you give them money?
No.
Okay. That's all I got to say.
The man would have been put back in a good position now, Fergie, because he's handling state resources now. So his failure in business was the past. He is living lavishly in the present.
And that's why they fought so hard to make sure Mark Golding and and the PMP never got in.
Why you think poverty is so pervasive in Jamaica? These men have conspired with politicians to extract our wealth overwhelmingly to the point where people are starving, and the money is here to supply our people, and these people would have stolen our wealth.
Wow.
Because why would you invest in someone who's been bankrupt?
Me I put in extreme. I want extreme to explain about the taxi driver. Extreme?
No, Auntie Jane, good evening and good evening to your listeners. Jim, Fergie,
Yes,
and
good evening.
God is good. Jim was asking where they are going to get the money from St. Thomas to pay the bills up there. And I'm saying from the taxi men.
Me get you
But
now.
also to a quick point. Is that Littleton Shirley not the owner of the building on Agley Park Road to which the government is operating local government now, Jim?
Yes, yes.
Did they bought the building from him?
No man, they are paying monthly rent in the tune of millions of dollars, man.
Hey, the government I get rid with a whole person in it. You remember up at Southeast St. Mary with
Dr.
Norman
Norman Dunn.
Dunn.
Dr. Norman Dunn.
Then
Yeah,
rent
with
the
the
place,
old
rent the
tax office
place,
in Anatomy.
rent the place, and I pay him, and the place never occupied. And same thing in a central Manchester. The people,
You know,
hey,
even though Dr. Norman Dunn has lost to Chris Brown in Southeast St. Mary, my understanding is that his name is one of those names that will be produced in the Integrity Commission's report.
oh, you get that story there. You turn Cliff user now.
What? Well, remember, they said about 9 others,
Hmm.
Yes.
But come to
So
think
my
about
understanding
it,
is that his name is a part of that 9.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
So yes, extreme. It is a corrupt tenant and landlord relation between Tanny Shirley and the local government ministry under Desmond Mackenzie.
Wow. I
You
wonder.
know, the next
Millions of
question you
dollars.
mentioned about Southeast St. Mary, Jim, and when did that doctor became the owner of that building to which the government was paying him rent for?
Well,
While
that
he
is a
was
good
state
question.
minister in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security under Pernell Charles Jr.
Okay, this is crazy now. Come on. Are you serious?
And also
I am
Dr.
from
Dunn,
Southeast St. Mary, so
and also extreme. Dr. Dunn went there to represent the people, and he has became one of the largest landowners in St. Mary. He has a massive property in Crommelland, close to where Dr.
Gate
Guy
area. In another
I
bay
get
too.
this stuff.
and he obtained
In
that
another bay
property.
too.
We have Lana
Yes.
Bay too.
In another bay,
Yes,
it
yes,
is
he
it
has
is
in
been
Anatomy
said
also.
it is been said that he is the alleged owner of the area to which IGL was located. You know where that old Nutribun factory was.
Yes, and a young man was unalived at his house, Just like what happened to the doctor
Yeah.
in Portland.
Yeah.
Oh, Bloomfield. Yeah.
Yeah, and what happened at Patrick Bailey's house. Yes, a young man was unalive at his premises in Anata Bay. And
I
nobody
tell you, like,
said anything further on it. The police
actions
was
and the
tightly.
allegations surrounding a lot of these public officials is not a good look. It's not a good look. No wonder why we're situated on that position on the corruption index. So a lot of persons may think that it is from or it is by the actions of the people in the countries. No, it's not.
But extreme, what you're mentioning is a minuscule fraction of that Dr. Dunn's wealth. You notice that Dr. Dunn cannot speak properly. He can hardly speak the English language. He can hardly construct a paragraph, right?
So where you come from?
Oh my God, Jim. Stop.
Yes, definitely.
I am from Southeast St. Mary. Jim is not lying.
No,
Many of us are questioning his doctorate in pharmacology.
May I ask Jim which country he come from?
He came from St. Mary.
Oh.
He used to sell bag juice in the Anata Bay market.
Oh wow.
Yes,
he made it
but let
that-
me tell you something.
Oh wow.
He is the owner of Supermed Pharmacies. He has about 21 locations island-wide.
What?
He is also the owner of a massive hardware. He has luxurious mansions and he has GLE Benz and all other sort of luxurious motor vehicles.
So how him get them money then?
Right, that's
Well,
another question.
all of that did not save him from the whipping from Christopher Brown. Because
Yes,
he
because
has
he was-
literally, and I can speak specifically to the division now in which I am from.
Hold on, before
He
you
has
go no
done
further.
literally nothing
Extreme.
for the tenure that he has been there. When Dr. Green died, he has done nothing.
Extreme.
Literally
Don't forget that Dr. Green died under dubious circumstances also.
Yes.
It was a bitter fight for the constituency.
Yes.
And Dr. Dunn was making all efforts in the court to win him.
Somebody say something extreme. I must say congratulations to it. A tight race up against the money and the KFC and the certain of them. On the well. Let me tell you something. On a keep on the eye up in because them they on the ground. I no walk going in, but they out there
No,
going.
I am not. Let me tell you. You see, if it is that, I can tell you, they approach people, offering them money, giving them money, asking them if they have voted yet. Not even asking them. I was approached by operatives.
Yeah.
I don't know who sent them,
Well,
but these were. It was not successful.
so how much them did I offer?
It was not successful. A price was not named, but I was asked to show my finger if I voted already.
And that is the
A
same
price
thing.
was not named.
I used to say Miranda
But-
Wellington was speaking the truth. And the said thing they do. Dunga.
Yeah.
Nobody's lying about that, Auntie Jane. Oh, me can't fold back your tank for go back to Kingston. Me can't do this, me can't do that. It's not a.
But when we ever wake up as a people, when we ever wake up out of this nightmare,
Selling our birthright.
when are we
selling our
going
voice.
to wake up out of this nightmare?
It's when they're fully hungry, Auntie Jen, even with the monies, and they're fully hungry, even with the monies and the so-called say KFCs. When they're fully hungry, when they get the monies and everything, and they're still
Fergie.
hungry,
Fergie,
that's when they will stop.
They reached that point long ago, Fergie. That's many years ago. Jamaicans are hungry. It has gotten worse.
Mm.
But when you look at the parish of St. Mary, it is extremely poor.
That's why, 1 minute, Jim. You know what I say? I see the PNP and sometimes I hear this argument and we not give no credence to it. But me tell the PNP right now is not a leadership challenge we want in the PNP. What we need to come up with and sit down and study what them a do and how to navigate. That's the task ahead of we.
Yeah.
How we are going to navigate this vote buying? How we are going to navigate people that put their hand in a ink? How we are going to navigate the bulk of money where they have for an election day? What tactics? What tactics we are going to have?
Yeah, I agree. But Auntie Jen, we have to, I think what the PMP has to do, you see like Extreme Beauty, she lives in that constituency. And Extreme, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't buy into that, right? Is to find people like Extreme and to network from Extreme, to find those people who are not going to do it. Because there are Jamaicans, I have to believe, Auntie Jen, I have to believe. I have to. I can't sit here in the diaspora and say, oh my God, everyone in Jamaica, I know they are good, right?
Yeah.
The Jamaica Labour Party didn't win by this overwhelming crazy majority. Like it wasn't like over 50,000 votes. They did not.
10,000 vote more than it.
Right, right. So there are people still there. So what they need to do is to engage like an extreme and to work with extreme to find those people to say, hey, because extreme, my sister-in-law is from that constituency, and her brother and family, they worked with the MP. When I tell you they worked this last election, they worked to make sure that it was not in the lab rat's hand. Because they couldn't stand
It was a
Dr.
fight.
Dunn. They couldn't stand him.
It was a fight. Still in 1914 win by now.
Yes, it was a fight. And I know my sister-in-law, her family, they worked.
Yes, but I can tell you, the parish of St. Mary, as poverty is explosive right there now. It's very, very bad.
Yes, it's bad. Yeah. And funny enough,
And
Jim, it's a beautiful parish. It's one of the most beautiful parishes in the country. It really is one of the most beautiful parishes in that country.
Yes, but Dr. Dunn wasn't interested in the people. He had formed a very friendly relationship with Jamaica producers. That's the same one that produces St. Mary banana chips.
Right. But are they even producing it? Because I don't think they are.
They are somehow out of operation, but I know they had more than a good relationship with Dr. Dunn. And Dr. Dunn would have also benefited significantly from that relationship. So if you really want to get wealthy in Jamaica,
exactly,
politics is the way to go.
That's why everybody are running down. I left foreign and come back down here.
And you see, this is so messed up because here in the U.S., right, you want to get wealthy, you definitely don't go into politics. You definitely, unless you're wealthy from the beginning, you have to be wealthy at the beginning prior to politics in order to be wealthy. It's so backwards.
You know that you have people already lining up for Babsy Grange's seat at Desmond Mackenzie and so on. Once you reach close to 70 or 70 odd years old, people are lining up for the seat,
So Babsy not gonna Babsy not move.
Right, but you see, like the Babsy and Desmond seat, let's be honest,
Babsy
right?
not go nowhere.
They padded those with labor rights.
Fergie, Babsy not giving up the seat.
She is not giving up.
All right.
Until she chooses. So it won't even be the JLP would choose a person.
And the truth of the matter, nobody can run out Babsy because nobody can run out Mike Henry.
Okay.
Yes, but Babsy is a very nasty character. Look at how she's treating Carencia Morrison, her state minister. She has put her into obscurity. She's nowhere to be seen. None of these functions is being attended by Carencia Morrison. And that is very bad.
It was surprising that the state funeral that was held in Barbados for the famous cricketer, Gaffney Sobers, she was not the one that they sent there.
Yeah, they said Abka.
She sent Abka Fitz-Henley. She sent Abka Fitz-Henley, who is a senator.
But when they talk about young people
my
being involved in politics, where's the door that they are walking through?
One at a time.
She's screwing. My understanding is that Babsy Grange. Babsy Grange.
Hold on.
Come on, let him finish, Auntie Jane. Let him go.
But one at a time. I went on a talk, double talk, but can't.
My understanding is that Babsy Grange has given instruction for Carencia Morrison not to be seen at the ministry at all. My understanding is that she is at an outlet on Marcus Garvey Drive trying to make use of her portfolio otherwise. No. She's wicked.
She's moved
I have never ever seen
she moved to
somebody treats another human being like that.
Somebody
And
said,
you know,
hold
people do
on.
like Corencia in
Do-
her
No,
constituency.
Dwayne says Karen says very lazy. She does nothing for her constituency. He wrote them up the bad
No,
like.
I know people up that end, and they do like her. She does work. She really does.
What kind of work,
She's
Fergie?
highly intelligent.
She was
She's
a,
Yeah.
far brighter than Babsy Grange.
she was a school teacher. She's a teacher at San Diego, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's brilliant. And Babsy Grange doesn't want to see her anywhere at all. And you
Dwayne,
realize that the Prime Minister
hold on,
doesn't come out and
Jim.
say something about it?
Jim, hold on 1 minute. Dwayne Moncrief is asking Fergie where she work.
She makes sure her folks in her constituency, they have water. The roads are bad. It's bad in her constituency because there's nothing she can do about that. But she makes a point every year. They do have like a fundraiser, and she brings in others. So it's not just JLP folks. She'll bring in others, and they do a big fundraiser, especially back to school. Because I have a friend, our family friend.
Fergie, done. Because I know why you're going to put yourself in a trouble tonight. Because even Karen said me here come out and say, the people, they must say, them not see her, but she can't be so, now that the election is over, she can't have enough time like that because she have to focus on the ministry.
See, that I don't know. But I'm just speaking from what my friend, who is not in her constituency, she's in Culbert's constituency, which is not too.
You know what I'm going to do? One day, when I have put some gas in our vehicle, and I'm going to go up there and stream, make you see where I'm going up there.
Right, because my friend, she told me Corencia would put together this big back to school program. She will do all these programs for schools.
What's the way Dwayne says? Dwayne says she said she not do nothing because she buy her vote, so she make some.
She campaign.
That I don't know.
She campaigned vigorously for Andrew Holness, I can tell you. You remember, it's the same Corencia Morrison who was very bitter against Mark Golding, you know.
Me know, man.
Oh, yes. She said some nasty words, which was awful.
Yes. But I realized that Everett Warmington came out in a JLP voice note, well, it's a WhatsApp group, and he blasted the Prime Minister and said that he is incompetent and he needs to address this matter now between Babsy Grange and Corencia Morrison. It cannot be allowed to continue that the state minister is not being used in her capacity.
Yeah, but Babsy has power. She's a Siaga girl. I'm sorry. No one in that party can stop Babsy. I'm sorry.
But Fergie, it must be something that Babsy is hiding why she doesn't want her state minister to be present and active in the ministry. Let me tell you,
Hold on, Jim. I don't agree with you with that. I believe she some people feel intimidated. I think Corencia gonna put on a better show than Babsy photograph.
She has a lot to hide, Antigen. That's how they get wealthy. You notice that she gave Perry's funeral home the contract to bury all entertainers, all sports and musical icons, right? Perry's funeral home is doing all that lucrative business with Babsy Grange's ministry. Boy, I'm telling you, politics in Jamaica is very lucrative. Politicians are wealthy, and the people cannot afford food to eat. But why is it that the people are not coming out in droves to stand up for their rights and to demand a piece of the country, a stake of the country? Is it that they are divided among political parties and classes?
It's a divide. It's a divide, Jim. It's a divide. There's a divide. And even if the lab rats are falling in the how can I say it? They're falling in the group that they're not wealthy and they're poor like everyone, like some other people. They still go along the party lines.
The country is very poor under Andrew Holness. The man is there for close to 11 years now. And majority of Jamaicans do not have a bank book. Majority of Jamaicans do not even have 50,000 Jamaican dollars.
You know, see the news.
Where are we going as a country with this level of inequality? How does the politicians feel?
Jim, to be quite honest with you, I think they feel good because it keeps them in power, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
If they are
they
the
can
ones,
manipulate. They can manipulate and maneuver more when they destroy the people's lives. They have absolute power.
And once you keep the people uneducated, and I'm not talking about reading ABC or doing Math 1, 2, 3, right? You truly keep them uneducated, that they cannot connect the dots. They cannot connect everything. They cannot put things in context. Because I hear them on these platforms, and they will bring up Michael Manley, or Finsack. But they don't have the context in which things happen during the period in which it happened. We have hindsight now. So now we know they did not have the hindsight during the period in which it happened. They did not have it. We have it. We can go forward. So instead of going forward, they keep going back to the days of Michael Manley, Finsack, PJ Finsack, Michael Manley. Oh my God, we have no food, Finsack. But you have hindsight now that you should be able to connect the dots to put it in the context in which it happened. So when I hear people on the platform, they talk about Michael Manley and his mismanagement, but what they fail to realize, the own CIA wrote a report and they said, yeah, Michael Manley may have mismanaged the economy during his tenure. However, the root cause were these existential threats, these existential items that he had no control over. Like the globe in the 70s was in a recession. The globe had a energy crisis, right? So he had to deal with that, and that wasn't on his fault. Like he couldn't control what was happening globally, right? And then you have Finsack, so they bring up Finsack, not knowing that Siaga, so they never mentioned Siaga, had a part in Finsack, in what needed to happen with Finsack, that Siaga in the 80s had de-risked the banks. So the banks would have a risk to reward spectrum. So in order for you to come to the bank to get a loan, they need to see what is the risk and what is the reward. If your risk is so great, they're not giving you a loan because your reward is less. It's simple. It's just simple math. But he de-risked that. He allowed for these entities to be formed to allow for this to happen, right? Without any control, any risk control, without any sort of, how can I say it? These people were starting companies without any business plans to show how you can make monies, how you can pay back the monies, and how you can sustain yourself. They did not have that. And so Finsack had to come in to help. So the average Jamaican, okay, the people who have deposits in the banks, that they can get their monies out of the bank. Because if Finsack didn't come around, Jim, Jamaica would be worse than Haiti. Okay? People don't realize that. Jamaica would be worse than Haiti. It's that simple.
But Fergie, the bankers emerge as mega billionaires from the financial meltdown.
Right, because they're cheap assets. I'm going to take over your company. I, as a banker, know how to fix your company. You, as a person who started it, don't know how to fix it. You have no wherewithal. I, as a banker, have the expertise. I will take over your bank and I will fix it and I will make your money. Because basically, what was happening, you had these people who were starting banks who probably shouldn't have started banks, or these financial institutions, period. They had no idea. They're not a Mark Golding. Let me put it in context. They were not a Mark Golding or a Peter Bunting that they have the wherewithal. They have the smarts as to look at your information to say to you, you know what, Jim, this ain't gonna work, because if this happens, this is gonna happen to your company. If this happens, this is gonna happen to your company. What is your plan? So that was what Mark Golding and Peter Bunting, that's what their bank did for companies or other banks. They are gonna lay out to you, what are your plans and how is it profitable to your shareholders? How is it profitable to investors that they could make money? They did not have that. They were not engaged. I'm sure they were not engaged in BB&G, all those banks. They were just starting them. And they failed. They failed. They failed. I can't say it enough. They failed. They did not have the innovation, the creativity. They did not have the smarts in understanding how the system works on a global basis. So now they want to change it for Jamaica to make it global, but you were not there. Siaga did not implement that for it to be global. He did not. And that's why those institutions failed. Period. And if FinSci didn't come in, Auntie Jen, you would be in Haiti. You'd be living in Haiti. I'm sorry to tell you. If you had monies in Jamaica, good luck. You'd be in Haiti. Jim, if you had money in Jamaica at that time, you'd be in Haiti. Okay, you see where Haiti is today? That's where you would be. Period.
Yes, well, you know, I think that we are in a similar situation to Haiti. The only difference is that Haiti has political instability.
Right, that's the difference.
Yeah.
You got it, Jim. Yeah, well said. Well said. Well said.
Well, I can't. So I'm not going to know how much Bratton I get tonight. Half an
I
hour.
wasn't even supposed to come on here tonight. Auntie Jen, you need to tell YouTube to stop ending your stream, and yeah, 'cause that pissed me off. That got me in a mood.
No, but all of my fault.
But in closing though, to the people of St. Thomas, whose homes are being demolished by the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, I think they should organize and come out, and if the opposition can provide some leadership, then they should do so. The people should not be allowed to suffer like that. They have invested their monies there. It's a massive transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich going on, and we know the names that are involved, and the Prime Minister is the head of it, and we know that the Chinese is going to benefit. We know a certain banker is going to benefit, and we know that it's a political class who are also beneficiaries. The people should get a stake because they are prime residential properties and the people should live there. Government shouldn't be about demolishing people's houses. Government should be subdividing the lands, getting survey for them from the National Land Agency, and bring the lands under the operation of the Registration of Titles Act. This is not the purpose of a government to destroy its people like that.
No.
So if the people can get some help, immediate leadership should be instituted to guide the people during this difficult time. And I am telling the people of Stokes Hall and West Albion that the reason you're in this predicament is because of Andrew Holness. He is the head of the land grab, and he has associated himself with certain business interests, Chinese interests, and this is what is going to happen island-wide, especially where beachfront properties are. And you have a long coastal line along St. Thomas.
Truth. True. Extreme. Extreme, gonna sleep. God is good.
Boy, after Jim make that speech, I mean, I have nothing else to say on this thing.
Alright.
I did say that, yes.
Alright, Fergie.
No. I agree with God is good. After Jim made that speech, I have nothing else to say. All I have to say, Jim, do you
Yes,
live on the island or are you in the diaspora?
I live on the island.
Nah, Jim. You may not want to get into politics, but we need you to get into politics.
I'm gonna get
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna get in it. You know what I say?
No. There are ways. He can go to counselors and stuff. We need Jim. We need a person like Jim, Auntie Jen, to get into politics.
Let me tell you something,
Because-
Fergie. You're not getting into politics at Jamaica, so brother. You have to have you have to have links.
Jim, listen, this platform, Auntie Jen, can help get him links. He can go on to Portland Spice with Colin Bell and get into politics. Because at the end of the day, people would like to say, I'm not into politics, but listen, politics is in everything.
If you have overwhelming support from the populace, you can be successful in politics in terms of winning.
Right.
No,
It's
but
not only
no.
the
It's not the
political
winning.
establishment.
It's not the winning I'm talking about. First of all you're going to get in it. All you're going to get for represent a constituency.
You have to be a member of the party.
You're right. So you have to be
Right.
a member of the party. That's number one. But how much people there either you will want it, but they have in line. It's sort of sticky though.
It is sticky, Auntie Jen, but it's not insurmountable, right? It can happen.
That is why they have nomination runoff.
Right. And that's
It's not
the thing.
exclusive to a particular person due to their political establishment. It's a viable candidate that should really emerge.
Right.
As a winner.
It's not insurmountable. It's not. Auntie Jen, it is not. And for Jim, who lives on the island, I don't live there, and I'm political, but I'm obviously I'm not getting into politics there because I don't live there.
No.
But my thing is, we need people like
I
Jim,
want put in film too. Alvaro, that'd be a good one too.
or even Alvaro. I would love for Alvaro. I would love for Alvaro to go on there, okay?
Yes.
Because these are smart fellas. These are smart folks. They're connecting the dots.
So you know-
need politicians
So you know what I'm going to.
who, Auntie Jen, you know I would vote for you, hands down. I'd be like, okay, I'm not a delegate, but I'd be like, okay, I'm going down. I'll send you whatever money. What do you need? I'll send you money. You want to get in it has to be PMP though. I ain't voting for no lab rats. Don't. If you're for the lab rats, don't look at me. I'm not about those folks.
You know, so you're not for second guess my own.
I know. But my thing is, Auntie Jen, we need people like these, even as a counselor. They don't need to be an MP, just as a counselor,
But Andrew,
right?
Andrew want
Yes.
secretly mash up a council now, and I say when taking Nara and I do, Nara go fix the reservoir.
Oh yeah, whatever. Whatever.
A strategic in my play.
They need to get monies. They need to figure out how they're gonna get monies, how to
It's
fix
a
that
$250 million allocated for Nara to fix it.
Yeah, US dollars. It's not even Jamaican dollars. 250 million US dollars. Good luck. Figure that out.
the kind of predicament that Jamaica is in right now, politicians can only access money to steal. The volumes of money needed for balance of payment deficit due to revenue shortfall and all of that, and the country is not producing. So there is a shortfall in export also, and we are dumping a lot of goods in our country. So that is having a massive impact on our ability to earn US dollars.
Right.
So the country is in a bad situation, and what you will find in a time like this is that politicians will attempt to steal more money because they know that there is no other viable way out. Rather than to steal money, the country is not going to produce any genuine wealth.
Right. Right.
Let me get Alvaro attack and come on. Good night, Alvaro.
Yeah, Alvaro.
Good night.
Good night. Go ahead.
I'm just going to listen to learn something tonight.
I want you to listen. Because you come at the end of the program and I put you in there so you can say something before I go.
So, what you said about 250 million USD already?
No, they said the reservoir, the Mona Reservoir. The Mona Reservoir? What I reservoir them? I go expand and another I go expand under 250 million.
So, no, think about it. So if you want 250 million US, they expand a reservoir. Now when that reservoir built, the population of Jamaica at that parish is around 500,000 at that time. Now that population is 2 times that or more. So why you not build a new reservoir if you catch more water so you have multiple reservoirs? So you not shut off one.
Thank you. Thank you, Alvaro. Thank you.
Eh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are going to expand something? So when you expand, what difference that going to make? You don't have more than one source?
Yeah, should have more than one source. Build one new reservoir.
Again.
But Alvaro and them same one attack about drought and whatever, where them all take fully up.
No, you see, remember saying
Rain will fall again, man.
No man, Jamaica is characterized by land, wood and water, you know. Is the harvesting and storage is a problem.
That's the problem.
But two things wrong with Jamaica, you know. Jamaican people feel if you understand it and you see people that really, you know, I say they don't really read still, but they really have access to certain information. Politicians, if you tell them anything, you know. Jamaica is not short of water.
Yeah.
The only problem Jamaica have is tax collection, is not taxation, you know.
The collection.
We can bet you that right now is not taxation a Jamaica problem, it's tax collection. You want to prove that? The last 5 budgeted government collect less than the projected amount.
Yeah.
Money out there for collect, you know,
True,
and them not go collect, you know. So that means if them go collect the country then a better capital budget space, they could have built more school, they could have repair more road, they would have a tax mayor somewhere. If they have more water to send them as a waste.
Alvaro, all them,
The reason they are taxing us like that is because the country is not producing. And if the country is not producing, it's going to generate low revenues.
Alvaro, which part them are going to collect it from? You say them not going to collect it. So who them are going to collect it from?
The latest figures that I read today, Alvaro, is that the government is short of $28 billion in revenues.
The government short more than that, Jim.
Revenues, balance of payment, deficit, and all of that is different.
They short more than that. I'm going to tell you how. So remember when the budget the budget was $1.4 trillion, right? The recurring revenue was 1.3 trillion. That means before financial year start, you shot $103 billion.
I see your point.
So you collect less revenue now, your short is gone deeper. Because one way you don't have a balance between your recurring expense and your recurring revenue. Did short and you can collect less money now. So your short is much bigger than it was before. All what going to happen? All what happen for them fix the balance of payment, you know, is cut the capital expenditure, you know, cut the capital budget, you know, fix less road, cut me never know sprinkle water, can never spark up. Cut sprinkle water.
Alvaro talk about them are going to fix this and fix that.
Alright. Me show you one thing what them have cut so far. Which month we now?
August.
When school fee open?
September.
You know, your teachers association say up to now the government can distribute it the $24 billion to fix the school.
Yeah, Mr. Then come out with it today.
So if you cannot distribute,
They
what do you find?
propose that them allocate more money for the school, them increase it.
What you going to allocate what you don't have?
No,
The money is not there.
that enough of them problem. Them not understand
So
what's going on, but then listen to the drink bang them for social media where
So
they pay for turn them in a idiot.
the politicians are mega billionaires and the country is
Me
broke.
not care about politicians. The first mega problem we have is people feel physic things what it is.
Yeah.
Now, make a look on the news now, that beautiful lady where I don't even know why we not lock her up. For treason. This lady I look on we and tell we say, one nice piece of land where her daddy take her from 1962 man the mother. Say she have a build fish pond and she have approval from NEPA. Only if NEPA lock down your fish farm say nah none. What kind of freaking food you soon vote for? This make any sense? This make any sense?
She get okay from the principal of the school nearby.
No, you man say you have all government approval and NEPA call lucky don't say no have none. So at this point,
Me not
what
like
should
that,
have happened now? What should have happened with the people in my center? So me tell you say they have no sense. Hire one tractor in the night. I'm going to shoot down everything when they come tomorrow flat. They can lock up everybody. Just like when they can bulldoze on your house, bulldoze down your farm. Because you cannot build a fish farm so near a school where water and school cannot go hand in hand. Picnic jump over a fence, drown. No 50 fence you put up. Alright, so why them secure Mona Reservoir so far from the public? Why they in a puppy in town? No for a picnic we going to go jump in there and drown.
Yeah.
You can't put fish farm there so.
Fish farm can't go there, so. I mean, I watch it
But
now.
then again, if it land title state, Daddy Charles, Mother Charles, Brother Charles in a parliament, Brother Charles don't a ministry of health so. Sarah, and Sister Charles the paya walk up and rag trouble. You know, see probably want to create for himself. One set
Yes.
of family if you do anything when you want to do.
No, this man, Colonel Charles' brother, he knows nothing about health, you know. He is a lawyer, right? And a lot of the purchases that Sarah made would have been done under the auspices of this man. A lot of extravagant purchases that didn't give us value for money. I think the $31 million drill, you know, was done under his command.
Drill conversation and come back again, you know. So how do the
Yes.
drill conversation did dead? Just know say if court strike out Uncle appeal and in Mr. Beresford affidavit statement, he asked Donovan Williams to name who is person A. Just name who for shares now.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know
if
that
he name
means-
me and person A or company A is Mr. A or Mrs. A or Mrs. H, here comes the problem. Because
You know
them
that
shares
means
are never
which-
declared, you know.
These regional chairmen, you know, they had a lot of money, you know, in the Ministry of Health. You notice that? So Wentworth Charles, that's Colonel Charles' brother, and then you have Wayne Chen. And
Michael Leachin, brother.
Michael Leachin's brother. Let me tell you
Okay.
something. These people keep their monies one place.
Ask
And it's our money.
yourself this. Who is the head of donor? What they call it? Michael Stern get big job now to manage development, health center across. Family by work again, you know. You never want to be two man. Young Westmoreland. He never have a subject. Hardly can read properly. And in the
I
power
see,
board,
George Wright.
No, I wrong that man. You can't come and
Yeah,
be two man
he
right
is
man.
actively working, sabotaging the present MP, and so does Michelle Charles, sabotaging Rosemary Shaw, the current MP in St. Thomas.
So you think about all of them mixture there? National Work Agency, problem. You know, remember Sarah, problem again. So all agents will help people, they infiltrate them and people have to cause further problem. But look at
Yes,
the
but
lady.
they don't care.
The lady said she have a copy of a document from all relevant authority and she get the okay to do her work. Now today, they should not only Caesar and this is police should handcuff her if tell lie.
No, she left the island yesterday.
Okay.
You know,
No,
But she can't practice dentistry in Florida, you know. You know that she's being investigated for Medicare and Medicaid fraud.
no, anything possible, you know.
Me hear the story.
Just like Dr. Carl Bruce's business partner Peter Chen, who was convicted for Medicare and Medicaid fraud in the tune of millions of US dollars.
That's serious. You can't do that.
All me I say is that the lady stand up on a public platform on the Observer, public radio station and TV paper and tell we say she have papers for doing work. Now we come to send Nepal lock down the place. Then at them people are not going to put every run 2030 say best in Jamaica. I want to see what they do tune already.
And the idiot, they were going to vote for you.
Sadly, Alvaro, they would vote for them again.
That's that. No, this place have several directors. Them claim to say one hit the plane tomorrow. The next one in a parliament, they chat all kind of nonsense. And you can't get on care package. You can't get 2 bed and you still asleep on that tree. You not going to run him out of parliament and take your land from them.
Michelle Charles was forced to abandon her dentistry license in Florida.
And one thing me I tell you, say if you don't read the agreement or then get that land, there's no way they could have purchased that land in 1982. Because 1982 are them alone control the parliament. That piece of land.
Yes.
Them land is supposed to lease
Colonel
25.
Charles was a minister at the time, Alvaro.
Them land is supposed to lease between 25 to 40 years. And at the time when him get the land, not even 10 years passes so him get you own the land. And the lease agreement now pay. Who sell it?
Well,
Right, Alvaro.
Who
Right.
selling it?
Can you imagine owning 1,235 acres of land? 1,235. Let me say it another way. 1,035. 1,000.
Who sell them? No, the next thing I'm going to go ask.
1,235.
You imagine now a minister of local government, a ministry of health work, and a man who's a director of a company putting up a fish farm near a school to cause further problem and him say my best thing for Jamaica. As a lawyer and as a politician and as a father, he must send him pit go to school and go jump in a fish pan. You don't know Michelle Charles have no kids still, you know.
Alvaro, we know they have no kids sending there.
No, she have daughter. And her daughter.
But she's not sending her daughter there. Let's be honest.
You know, her daughter, they getting one problem up America that of fraud.
Then, wait, I don't know if a family disease.
That's how they built their empire from the father. Remember that the father had to run away to the US, you know.
Yeah.
And he was also locked up in Jamaica.
Oh, wait, no, Jim, be careful because that is a sticky story with them. They get very upset about that.
But
Then who? You want them to read?
Right, the lab rats. They get
Colonel Charles was beaten bad.
Well, may I say, you see, we have to come to terms, you say. The lady stand up on a platform and say, she have a documentation for the land to do the work. And to the Nepal lock down the place.
Right.
And when we examine both the thing will happen, we don't really see them people as somebody who not going to vote for tomorrow again.
But
Alvaro, let's be honest.
But she should be charged because if she breaches the Nepal Act, then there is a charge for that. Just like the fish kill in the Rio Cobra.
No, but the question I want to ask, if it was Mr. Small Man Leon's at St. Thomas there, and Factories Corporation or whoever own the land, or sugar factory, sugar plantation.
Hello, good night.
Lick down the people in place. So I want to know if this piece of place out there near school, then I go zero it back down. I can't stay like that, you know.
Let's be honest, Alvaro, even Jim, if you're not part of this political class, I would say, you would be in trouble. But if you are part of this political class, you can get away with it. That is the issue. That is the main issue with this government, that they allow for certain things to happen if you are associated with them. If you're not, then it becomes a problem. And that's where the Jamaican people need to see through their eyes, even take off the political lens of your eyes. Just take off, just politically, just based on compassion, based on empathy.
No, but you,
Do you think this is right?
you can't say that, Fergie. Then a sensible person could have looked on a school less than 100 meters away, and you go put a fish farm across from the school.
Yeah, Alvaro, to be honest with you, I don't, because I look through the political, and I wouldn't say political, I will take that away. I look through the empathetic lens of my eyes and say, wait a second, you're putting a fish pond with these infants that they could get old.
No, but a two thing wrong, you know, and a fish pond alone wrong, you know.
I know.
You know this fish pond a bill say gone in for the ball field cut in a quarter.
No, that's where I'm going to.
That means you started long years now, you know.
Right, Alvaro.
So where's the quantity survey report?
Right, so these people, you could have kids who could potentially, and I don't think these people understand, your children could potentially drown.
Well, you don't say fish farm could have, fish pond could have played right there, so. But you what could have, they should have do. If let's say you want to build a fish farm right there, so, or near right there, so, you have to build concrete, 15-foot wall, but somebody have to definitely go to them way get over there, so.
Yep.
You can't go put up one like a 6 feet fence,
A wire fence.
pick the way bad and sit and jump over that. Like,
Okay,
it will make no
Alvaro.
sense.
Okay.
It will make no sense.
It makes no sense, but they're looking, you have to understand the mindset of these folks who are doing this, right? They're
But
thinking.
These people are very powerful. The Charles family is a political dynasty, and they have embarked on a land grab, and it was done successfully. Can you imagine the generational wealth that these people have? And majority of Jamaicans can't find anything to eat.
By the man, they can't powerful than the people have got vote. You see?
Right,
Just because they know so we're not united. You notice
Right,
people make up nice and say they not bulldoze one more house. You see them have it up. The arrangement change now.
Yeah.
My understanding is that this same Michelle Charles here, she was given the license to practice as a dentist in Jamaica without fulfilling all the preliminary requirements. So these people can do anything and get along because they have the power and the connections.
Well,
the people not going to hold them accountable, Alvaro. You know why? Because they are divided along political parties.
Well, the St. Thomas one, they must show where less to them not divided.
Yeah,
they must stand firm.
The people they say they must
so
stand
at least
firm.
that one.
I heard one of the occupants said that he has Paul Bogle's blood in him and he prepares to die.
Yeah.
Hey man, when they say people, hey, let me tell you something. This is when they say people are serious. Alright, let me show you one perfect example.
Yeah, Colin, true.
3 weeks ago, your Uncle Boss, steadfast on the demerit points. We're not changing our foot. Drivers must lead to do the road and do the right thing. Your uncle boss in the news tonight now.
Yeah.
And we have to reconsider to
Yeah, I found yesterday put
different
the idea.
business that.
Actually, yesterday people them are going the 7th of September.
Tell us
No.
something.
He knows say now have enough bus to
He
carry
would
them
have
and
collected
the
a whole lot
the
of-
driver them now go carry them. So he pick them a go left and
Yes, but
and him a go have less resource. So if no want too much driver lose
But it-
license yet, you know. So he have to reconsider it first.
but the minister would have received a lot of money because people were lining up to clear their tickets. So he would have achieved that objective and get millions of dollars to
hold on.
facilitate his budget.
No, hold on, I'm going to put one thing clear. If you hold your ticket and the ticket is legally binding, say you commit the offense, and if you pay it. But if it ticket need to be questioned, you need to go in front of the relevant and try to deal with that.
A lot of people would have accumulated large sums of monies in tickets and in outstanding tickets, and the only reason they paid it is because they know that the new demerit point system is coming in place, and if they didn't clear that backlog, then they wouldn't have any license to
Them
use.
I use them strategy and I do what them I do. But
So it was a money-making exercise for Daryl Vaz.
No man, for the government, that can't be the reverse. The reverse are getting money. We know how to tell people. We know same thing and so, you know, but I never getting money.
no, the strategies for the government get the collection to keep and fix the budget, you know.
Yes.
No, but hold on. Remember saying no, government, that's a farmer government revenue, you know. So we have to acknowledge say they need the money to be true by whatever means. But that not
Not by
said.
that means, sir, because people would have sacrificed. A lot of them would have spent those monies to clear tickets when it should have been placed for back to school.
Hold on. If we ever say
I agree that they rack up the tickets, you know. But at the same time, the government's motive was not pure. It was to do mass collection to plug the budget, and the people are disadvantaged.
Yes, because if you listen to the Prime Minister about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, he talk about the demerit system and say, oh, you know him stay. When he want to do something and then do it a year and come. That is not what we're doing, you know. That is not what we're doing. We don't want your money, but we want to ensure that we rule the idea so that you don't break them.
We saw the crowd.
You know, you hear the video, Alvaro? You hear the video? You hear the clip when they talk about it?
You know, so me kind of to listen to Andrew for one day.
I'm not know with a long time video.
I tell you the truth. Let me tell you what me upset with. You know, me kind of upset with Bruce Golden.
Oh, we're upset with Bruce Golden for now.
No, Bruce Golden come on public TV and chat one bag of nonsense, but one journal no balls to stand up to US. Bruce Golden, remember, say one lady in company plane and by a lady left in the night, him have to resign. Him no remember that. So what different Andrew can do now? If when him did have power, if him did have power and him have to run, then Andrew know where beggar where Andrew can do. I'm gonna eat up people at night and day when him can do. Now whatever serve him have eat. So you come now and contact like Andrew Wallace can go tell Uncle Orange Man say, no, we're not, no, we're gonna take our Cuban nurse and send back. We don't not taking the TCN. You want Haji Marks losing business? You can't go America for your house?
We just mentioned on the show a while ago that Bruce Golden confirmed what the Gleaner broke, that is 10,000 third country nationals that they signed for.
Everybody didn't know that.
No,
No,
Alvaro.
Denying it.
Confusing. Yeah.
Horace Sean come out and said that wasn't true. It's 25 every 2 weeks.
All right. Well, we could go further. Go over the GIS news with a clip with RG Marks. And an interview, you know, the thing what she had tell you what she want to tell me. And go at 15 minutes and 10 seconds. Did RG Marks mention that she went to Washington the 2025 March and she present 10,000 person who she know not going to get any papers from her uncle. So she had tried to make arrangement with them, but it's going to be difficult but she will try to make whatever amends. I know that she said.
We know,
over
man.
GI's news.
Remember, we got through it already, you know, so we know a lie. But me feel like me just say that because see
But,
Bruce
but,
going.
you remember your favorite sleepy say? Oh, they will come here as a visitor.
Right. But the thing is, though, Alvaro, the same Audrey Marks went on Emily Shields and said something else. That's the issue.
All right, listen, me know
no one's saying the truth.
Make sure it's a Labour is not a bright set of people, especially one in on TikTok. It's not a set of people we read, you know. So Audrey Marks and Jamaica Labour Party full of the people them head say, and the Gleaner leaky TCN and the Gleaner was wicked. So we could check some date. Horace Chang said the TCN was signed on the 10th of June. Listen to this now, you know. Him give speech is 17th of June. Audrey Marks go over Emily Shees the 2nd of July and said TCN arrangement press conference should have been the 16th of June. Should have make it available to the public. But you keep part of interview everybody miss. Audrey Marks stated that the TCN was leaked from inside the ministry. When Emily Shields asked her how she know that, she said she can't tell Emily Shields that, but they are doing the investigation to find out who leaked it. So how you say I clean a leak it now you convert via somebody that
you confirm it, right. You see the discrepancy.
They don't tell them what they want to tell them.
Right. And that's the thing, Alvaro, is that they use these discrepancies to be a smoke, so to speak.
But listen to this now.
For the Jamaican people.
So you remember at minute 10 minutes in the JI's what she wanted to tell me, because they've interviewed that. She said that she can't dictate the United States. Remember hearing she said that?
Right.
All right. Last week at Era 3 Council meeting in Mandeville. You know what Haji Mark said? And we dictate the pace to the United States. We tell them what... Like, me know say Haji Marks a drink rum or she has smoke some ganja or sit liquor bread. Kind of July you can't dictate the United States. Now you dictate the deal and you tell them say you're not signing this, not this arrangement. This is what I want. Like... But then again, you know why I mean blame Haji Marks? In that crowd of around 25 damn dopey. Don't even say Haji Marks. Now this is your Emily Shields. Oh yeah, are those fool people you just tell them anything?
No for them no go there and listen.
Like we reach us on now that's you gonna tell we say. You know dictate to America. No we are telling say you tell the American what you want. Or that listen to part how cake get eyes now. And they will tell the American what they want, you know. Last week, Wednesday on the news, they will have to call the Americans to find out if they can make the TCN arrangement. Be public to the Jamaican people. Then how are you tell them what you want? They have to go ask them if they can make it public. That make any sense to the people?
It don't make no sense.
It makes no sense, but Alvaro, I don't think people realize, right? The U.S. is powerful. There's no way Jamaica has that kind of clout to dictate to the United States government what they want to do. The only country in those set of islands, the only country, funny enough, is Cuba. Because if you notice, U.S. is very careful with Cuba. They talk with Cuba, but they are very careful with Cuba.
May I prove one thing to you, Dr. Cole coming. May I prove one thing to you, sir? When they tell us a TCN conversation start, when you hear them say start.
How when she say again? March not here or something?
Right.
March this year. Okay, great. Did you know that the first TCN meeting with Allied Caribbean was March 2025?
We wouldn't know, you know. I know because we did that. We did that project.
No, they didn't say anything about that.
Great. You see, man who lead that negotiation is now leading a negotiation for 2 other Caribbean islands to finalize. And him come make that public to all of we. That is 1. 2. On the 9th of January 2026, there is a CARICOM meeting in St. Kitts. That's when St. Kitts signed for them, at the CARICOM meeting, The TCN agreement was presented to them again. Marks went over Davis, they were not so bright over nationwide news, and said that the TCN arrangement was presented to her again in January, and she went to an emergency meeting in February. I don't know if you ever read the document what they call the Minority Senate report from the United States Senate. You know what's on page 9? A plane leaving Jamaica, a plane leaving United States, stopping an African country that now Jamaica have a travel. They have free movements of travel with now Estoana, and from Estoana to Jamaica. Is that a signal why Jamaica give them free travel movements between Jamaica and Estoana?
Yeah.
So when these people come and tell you things, it absolutely make no sense. Because when they must say, nah, add up, it nah make no sense.
Yeah.
But I think
One minute,
point.
further. Let me welcome
Yeah.
Dr. Cole. Mr.
Oh
Cole.
yeah, Dr. Cole. Yes.
Mr. Cole, good
Yes.
night.
Good night, Auntie Jenny,
You are going.
and your platform,
Thanks.
right?
Yeah.
I just want to refer to the Prime Minister when he went on that program, and when the host of that program asked him, what of the revolution backbone, right? Did the Prime Minister said that he do not have that in him, and nationwide, that's one.
Who did it on his stove, you know?
Right? And I want to make this clear. Did Bruce Golding, who is talking about and
Yeah, break up, man.
and that break up.
Yeah, break up.
And you may not better know, Auntie Jenny.
Yeah, hear you, but yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Myself,
yeah.
better.
When Bruce Golding talking about unfaithful treatment in the 70s, Albert Rungan, he continued to do that, right? In the 70s, a young Bruce Golding with Edward Siaga did Bruce Golding with the Jamaica Labour Party, because this is evidential facts, and we have to deal with the facts, you know. When America was treating Jamaica, right,
True, yeah,
as an enemy,
True.
but treating the Jamaica Labour Party as a friend,
Yeah. I like what you said. I like it, yeah.
did Bruce Golding, a young candidate, and Status Golding, which is Bruce Golding's father,
Yeah, remember, man.
side with the Americans government to sabotage Jamaica with the CIA?
Very good. Very good, Mr.
Dr.
Cole.
Cole,
What a
thank you.
tangle where we be.
Thank you, Dr.
Go to the
Cole.
CIA.
It's a good conversation, but yeah, break up. Mr. Cole. I don't know what's wrong with you tonight, but it's a break up, man.
I heard him. No, Dr. Cole, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Did Bruce Golding and his father was a member of the Jamaica Labour Party who tied with the CIA
Yep.
to destabilize Jamaica
Yep.
when Michael Manley
Yep.
was pushing for equal pay for women,
Yep.
maternity ward leave,
Yup.
Bastard there again.
Yup.
Land lease
Yup.
and other
Very good point, you know. That's a point. You
housing
know,
That whole
I never was
stated
thinking
with
about it. I thank you for
emphatically.
thank
Thank
you for
you.
bring that up because we there talk about him and I give him all credit. Him never get no credit, you know. We take back a credit. We take back a
until
credit.
Bruce Colin come and confess that his role that he played from 1976 when he went to Central St. Catherine where Babsy is and confessed to the Jamaican people the
Yup.
evil deed that he and the thugs Milo do to the people of Thai-Spen. Bruce Colin have no credit in my none.
I hope them not here. I hope him come justify this because you know that's a very. Remember back then, you know, that you have to marry things and then them blame it on the PMP say, oh, things have to married, flow and stay free. Remember them something, them man. Remember them. So now I come and catch you all of them.
No, Auntie Jen is shame. Shame. They have shame. They have shame.
So you're right, Mr. Cole.
Shame. Dr. Cole is right. Hit the point on the head. Shame. They have shame now. Now it's shame. They want to repent. See, Auntie Jen, I'm not religious like you, but I don't believe in this repentance. Shame. Hell. Hellfire.
You can't repent,
Yep.
man. You can't repent. You know,
No. Hell. Go to hell. Go to hell.
No, man, you can't
You
repent.
see where hell is? No. That country has been dealing with that repercussion of that regime for decades now. And it has come to fruition. You have these lab rats out here not knowing the history of even their own party, of how they want to take down their own country of birth. And they will still take it down for birth. Hellfire. I don't repent. No repentance. I don't believe in it. Good luck.
Dr. Cole. It looks like he's gone. Gloria. I'm going to company all of them I keep well. Dr. Cole? Kind like him have internet problem.
Yes, Auntie. No, man, they are even good enough.
Yeah.
They are here, everybody good.
Yeah, all right. Put in your clothes in.
So when Bruce Golden come out now,
yeah,
and I tell the Jamaican people that America is unfair, I will like to ask Bruce Golden, right, based up on the 70s, and especially from 1976, the last beat his father in West Central St. Catherine, and when his father retired and gave him the seat. And I will like to ask Bruce Golden, right, those house out of Thai-Spen, right, what happened to the original owner of those house who was paying their housing trust, right?
but hold on there, Mr. Cole. Me not
And-
say, hold on there, Mr. Cole. Me not think them say him build them house there.
Oh, those house was built under the councillor Stella May Wilkins and Ripton McPherson in the 70s. Bruce Golden and Milo went there and they're unalive most of the original owner.
Mine, when you say I make them lock you up, you know, because them are swear for you, you know.
I know,
Because you have to approve
and I
them.
do not. I have every evidential facts.
Because
Stella May Wilkins is my grandmother. the two-term councillor for Naguzed Division, and the speaker and the secretary of the speaker of the house under Richard McPherson. Right? And we have people who names still alive and those houses in Tyspen. Right?
So then take them and give them to the people then.
It was more than takeaway. 1980, when the Jamaica Labour Party went to power, people were stoned from those buildings, right?
No, I get
We
it.
have more than evidential facts. And if you don't hear me use the word allege, because the Prime Minister said that them are lock up people from spreading misinformation.
Yeah.
The former Prime Minister of Jamaica, I want to ask him, Bruce Golding, what happened to Dimple?
That a dimple from St. John's Road?
Take time to talk loud, no?
Me know a story where you come with, man. Me know that the story there, like my hand back. Me know a story where you come with.
Thank you. Because of certain lifestyle, right?
But you know, so you know a story. You know a story. You know a story.
My uncle Alfred, he had to run away from Jamaica as Bob Marley, he said, I have to run like a fugitive to live the life. Who know that song? I want to be higher like a lion in Zion.
Oh yeah, me hear the song, yeah. One Dr. Cole. Nobody know some story, brother. Hey, you ever put them on a tape, you know? You come in like Elder with dead and gone, man. Elder know the story them too, you know, man.
I can give you St. Catherine history, right?
Me know you know, man. For you mention the girl name, me know exactly. You know, so them time there, we live at 85 St. John's Road.
Oh, so you know in time we have a White House.
Well, me no know
Paint
that
the
well,
walk
no.
on the right.
That time me just left Clarendon and come to St. Catherine, come live with my mother. And she used to live at Winter Pen, and then she'd move and me have an uncle living at 81 Lane. And she did get one room in a 85 Lane. So I saw me know. So me just a come in a town and just barely know
You
little
know
things.
White House.
So me no know that.
Jenny, that means you should have known White House. The theater.
Me just a country girl come to town them the time. So me don't know the whole politics thing and
You know about the Dimple story. You should have known about the theater, White House theater by St. John's Road.
alright, that was a big
85.
you said the Dimple story was a big argument on St. John's Road at the time.
Yeah, man.
So I saw me
Alright.
I saw
So
me hear the story.
So you have two young man with them roast fish, right? I make Magnum juice. One of them are my uncle.
Me have some cousins still live down there. Them would know.
It's very important for you to open Bruce Golding's file, you know, because he's
Me-
playing like he's a saint. But what you're confirming
When I have to come
is
tomorrow
that
night.
it
Come.
wasn't only the Tivoli incursion that Bruce Golding orchestrated. You're saying that he had a previous history.
You're right. So that's what I
Yes, man.
You say tomorrow night when I will come contact.
Yes,
I
man.
can tell you, Dr. Cole, that information is breaking news because it's the first I am hearing that. So probably you have to give Jamaica the facts because right now they are putting Bruce Golding on a pedestal, but majority of the PLP, they are saying
No,
he's
Jim. The people that the labor right them. The labor right them are cussing
And
out.
Jim,
The labor right them
what
are
Bruce
cussing
Golding
out.
said. Jim, what Bruce Golding said
But me have to
Jim,
close
what
up
Bruce
now.
Golding
Hey,
said,
now, well, hold on, Mr.
right?
Cole. Mr.
If
Cole, hold on.
Michael Manley said that
Uncle
in
Cole.
1976,
Uncle Cole, me go soon finish the program because I'm way over my time. So enough you just close up for me now.
And go on a
Give
bed.
us a call the platform, man. Because I want to hear the history, you know, because
No,
if
but
that
me
is
not-
breaking
me not go
news
more
with
than
Bruce
five-
Golding.
me not go
I
more-
thought the Tivoli
Listen,
incursion
at
was his
10:15.
major infraction.
At
But you're
10,
telling me
hold on,
that
man,
is
hold
a
on.
history and he
At
doubled
10:15
down.
now, me not go be
Jim,
on.
lady, are going to bed.
Me not go be on 10:20.
Jim.
Me not go no
Yes,
further than
yes.
this.
Jim,
I
Auntie
am.
Jenny,
I don't know
come
how to
on,
turn on
Auntie
the
Jenny.
light.
Hey, me have
Oh,
to go on
Jim.
my bed. We can't stand
Yeah,
up
man.
all night.
1980, Roddy Lawson beat Status God, Status Golding up at West Central St. Catherine. 1976, Roddy Lawson beat Status Golding up at West Central St. Catherine. 1980, Bruce Golding became the member with the assistance of Milo by analyzing many residents within the Tars Pen community. And I do not use the word allege because my grandmother was the counselor and the Speaker of the House, Ripton McPherson, Stella Mae Wilkins, for the Naguzet division at that time. And it covered the whole of that. Right? And we still have living person who willing to testify. There's a young man, and I won't call him name, but it's in my age group, coming from church one Sunday, and based upon his record, that when Bruce Golding and Milo analyzed
So hold on,
his
hold
family.
on, Mr. Cole, hold on, because honestly, them have some strong argument, you know, brother. And let me tell you, me no
And I
really,
said,
hold on. Me no want them, me no want get into them. Cause me no have no evidence of that, you know. And yeah, if you understand,
I have the evidence of the young man's testimony, and he's still alive. And that's why I said, based upon his record, right? That when they coming from church that Sunday and was approached when his mother and other family member was unalive. 1980. It was the people who came out and said,
we know say a lot of people lose their life in 1980. That nobody can argue about that.
and Mr. Bruce Gold is still alive. And what I'm doing, you know, I'm challenging them, you know.
Alright, me want you close
That's
up.
what I'm doing.
Me
You're
not
not hearing me?
yeah, but me a close
No,
up.
you're not hearing me?
Me a close
I
up.
am challenging.
Me a close off now,
Yeah,
Mr.
but-
Cole.
Yeah, but I'm challenging
give her
them.
now-
That's why I don't use the word allege.
Listen, man.
I'm challenging them.
I'm closing off.
So-
I'm closing off now. We have to come back one other time and talk about it.
But Auntie
Me gone more
Jenny,
than an hour
Auntie
extra
Jenny.
tonight. Me not gonna further.
Yeah, man. But in closing, Auntie Jenny, I glad you hear about the dimple situation.
Me hear
So
about
you
it.
know
Me hear
how
about it, but me
deep-
not. Me hear about it,
how
but me not no
deep-
evidence. Listen up. Me hear about it, but me not have any evidence. People, me hear it though, but me hear the story.
Right, so that's why I'm asking Mr. Golding tonight, Bruce Golding, can he come and tell the Jamaican? Just asking a question.
Him not gonna
Can
come.
he
Him not
come
gonna come.
and tell
Him not gonna come.
the Jamaican people about Dimple, a lady that was pregnant
All right, brother Cole.
and
Don't
was
write us, man.
unalive.
Don't, no, man. Done the argument, no, man. Done it. We're done for
Thank
tonight.
you.
Yeah, man. We're done it for tonight. All right. Jim, good
Thank you.
night. Gloria, good night. Extreme, good night. Fergie, good night. You know, we have make it stay right there so for tonight. And I must say, I appreciate everybody for coming out and participating. Remember, anything said on this program is not the views of the host, right? So they're gonna look for whoever on the ear call it, or they're gonna find them, and they never find them, and it's not me.
Yeah, man, I miss you so. I
Let
miss
me
you
make
so.
sure
I
make
miss you
that
so.
disclaimer tonight because me know none of you come in a courthouse because me not have not a red set. All right. So
Oh,
they are the views.
That is fine.
They are the
Granny.
views of the people.
Granny.
There. All right. I want yourself a great night.
Granny.
Bye. Yeah.
Jenny,
Okay.
I miss you so. I know you.
Yeah, man.
And that's my real name. Orin Cole.
All right. So they
Right?
can look
That's
for
my
Orient
real
Cole.
name.
They can look for Orient Cole. All right, guys. Love you now. Have yourself a great night. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I put me in it. But I love them kind of set up on my program still. And I mean, I love people coming with them kind of argument. There. So I must want to keep my thing a certain way. Even though your ears stink, you don't approve it. You don't want to put yourself in a problem. Anyway, guys, thank you for the support and the love. Enough love. Catch you the next time. Bye.